What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be discussing Game 4 of the NBA 2016 Finals against the Cavaliers and, we know, the Golden State Warriors. Now, before I go into it, I always try to be as objective as possible, and I understand that with me, I'm not a fan of either team. I'm just watching it because it's the Finals. I was a real huge fan of basketball in the 90s. Not only for Michael Jordan, because they had some really good teams. You know what I'm saying? Starks, Ewing, Allen Houston. Well, I'm talking about the Knicks, of course. But, I'm from New York, so it was just a better time because we had a solid, Anthony Mason. We had a gritty group. And, basketball was a lot different. Right now, it's become more of a finesse game. And, for the most part, I always am consistent with watching the Finals, but I love football the most. Football, no matter what, preseason, everything I'm watching with football. But with this right here, I knew that LeBron could get you one. LeBron can get you one with a little bit of help. He has become a great leader. He's more vocal. He's regardless of what people try to compare him as, he's going to be one of the greatest players to ever play in the game in a lot of different categories, and a lot of different features of his game will never be duplicated with one person because he's a unique body. And maybe I can't even say never because you don't ever know what's going on right now. I don't think anybody ever imagined a Steph Curry just coming out of nowhere being one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anybody shoot the ball like him. And yesterday he was on, and when he's on, and I was trying to tell people this, when they won game 1 and him and Klay Thompson didn't play well, I said, what's going to happen when this dude starts shooting and making it? What's going to happen when the Splash Brothers play like the Splash Brothers? They didn't even really, technically play as well as they could have. They play, 17 threes in a finals game and shit like that, but they've shown that they can do a lot more damage in a game. So when I saw that, it was just like, from the tip-off, I'm like, wow, okay. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be a fun time for the Cavs because it wasn't going along those lines. And what happens is when you have to fight the entire game against the Warriors, they're going to wear you down. They're just going to wear you down. And the biggest thing is this. LeBron James had an enormous amount of pressure on him in Game 3. Kevin Love didn't play. He had to go out there and perform. This time, Love came back. Once I knew that, even though Love came off the bench, I knew they were going to lose the game. And I'm not saying that Love is the problem. See, you know what it is? Chemistry is the problem. That's why the Golden State Warriors are so good. They throw 10 guys at you, and it's the same chemistry, same everything. It's consistent. So when you have consistency in anything, you're going to have success. That is what I've been trying to explain to people. You're going to have success. That is the biggest thing. When you're consistently doing something well, only greatness happens. You know what I'm saying? It's not an accident. They know how to play with each other. When Iguodala's hitting threes like that, bro, you might as well close your eyes and go hide in the corner, dog. Because he's not supposed to be hitting threes like that. I don't know if you guys remember when he was on the 76ers. Dude was a banger, dog. An inside player, post up. The man, his game has evolved, and he's coming off the bench. That says a lot. Winning MVP last year. That says a lot, bro. And I've been trying to explain this. I didn't pick the Warriors to win the Finals just because of whatever. There's a lot of guys that just hate on LeBron. I don't hate on LeBron. I know his greatness. He's just, but then again, I can't even say he never really had anybody like a guy around his skill, because even with Dwayne Wade, they lost to the Mavericks. So I can't even really say that. All I can say, I don't know what happens, but certain points of the game, we want him as an audience to take over, and he's still looking to get his teammates involved. If you look at the beginning of that game yesterday in the first half, that's all he was interested in, is getting his guys involved. Certain times with games like this, when your team is not making shots, you have to say, listen, I got to do this. In every sport, you got a guy that's going to say, I got to put the team on my back. Let's go. Just get me the ball. And they make it. Kobe Bryant did it, even when he had Paul Gasol, all in big boys or whatever. When the game was on the line, he took the shots every damn time. He didn't throw it into the post. He just took the shots. Shaquille O'Neal in the prime of his game when he won that championship in Miami. Yeah, Dwayne Wade was flashing a lot of stuff like that, but it was Shaq that set up that whole championship. Big time players make big time plays when it's needed, and that's the problem that we have as an audience with LeBron James. Now, Kyrie Irving can ball. Yesterday, he was taking errant shots again. He's just taking ridiculous shots. He's playing like he's part of the OKC Thunder. Like, bro, you can't take shots like that against a team like this where every possession matters. They can F around. Keep in mind, everybody was calling for Curry. He doesn't look right. Is he injured for game 3? Oh my God, Curry this. He looks like he's out of it. Blah, blah, blah. He looked pretty into it to me last night. And that's what my issue is. It's just a situation where there is no excuse. The Cavs were healthy. You know, Love had a concussion. He's softer than baby thighs. Softer than wet tissue paper. He had to take off one game. That one game he was out, they won. He came back in off the bench, they lost. They had a healthy team. They're just not better than the Golden State Warriors. It's as simple as that. And now being down 3-1, we all know what time it is. But everybody's going to say at least they got one. But that's not good enough. That's not good. You come back to the finals. That's not good enough. You don't go there to get your ass whipped again, you know what I'm saying, in worse fashion than you did when you were healthy. It's just ridiculous. Oh, they weren't healthy. Oh, they weren't this. What's the excuse now? The Golden State Warriors, not the OKC Thunder. You see what I'm saying, bro? They're not going to allow 3-1 comeback, and the Cavs just don't have it in them. I think they're just going to lay down in Game 5, bro. No disrespect, bro, but it's like you fight so hard and you're like, yo, everybody around me sucks. I'm speaking from LeBron James' perspective. Yo, you guys are garbage. You guys put out a lot of effort, but you just suck. But then again, I don't even really know, because you can also blame LeBron for not wanting the ball in clutch moments and being scared to take that shot, being scared to miss. You know, other superstars are not scared to miss. I know Russell Westbrook is definitely not. Like listen. It's a certain type of DNA that winners have, that they have to keep shooting. I don't know if you guys remember, even with those Steph Curry games where he was shooting, and he was shooting horrifically, air balls, all kind of dumb shit, when he had just came back off the injury during the first couple rounds of the playoffs. He just kept shooting because eventually it clicks, and it's just something. The surrounding cast for Steph Curry is way better than the surrounding cast for LeBron James. That's what is the Achilles heel here. Much better bench, much better surrounding cast with the Golden State Warriors. It's not LeBron James' fault overall. They don't play with the same type of chemistry. Certain pieces are not needed there, and that's what the issue is right now. But Steph Curry, his team is just a much better team overall than the Cavaliers. And that's what the discrepancy is. It's not that Steph Curry is a better player than LeBron. And that's why people go crazy, because they lose and they start saying, okay, oh, bro, LeBron sucks. No, he does not. Are you serious? Have you seen this man's numbers? No, he does not. It's just a surrounding cast. LeBron James cannot be out there for the whole 48 minutes. He's too old. Like, I'm not saying he's too old to play. He showed that, you know what I'm saying, he can still go out there and do it, but you got to be able to rest them. You got to be able to have a better rotation. You got to be able to have better people that can go out there and make more logical shots. Kyrie Irving is doing dumb shit. Everybody, J.R. Smith acts like he can't dribble sometimes. If he can't shoot a 3, he don't know what the hell's going on. You're not going to win games like that. That's what the East Coast side is a joke. You come to the West Coast, boys. These boys is balling out here, man. They didn't have no challenges. The Cavs didn't have challenges. What, the Raptors? 2 games? Come on, man. They didn't have challenges in the East Coast. This bench is horrible. And Steph Curry's taking advantage of it. And he should. When you get your chance in life, you take it. And that's all he's doing. I guarantee you, this man, all he does is practice his craft. Shooting threes, dribble, behind the back, breaking ankles. He practices, he puts in the time. That's what you're going to get. It's not an accident that this man is playing so well. And then when he's not doing it, his teammates are doing the same thing. It's the same drive. They have put together a machine that it's going to be hell for a lot of people. As long as these same pieces stay there, Livingston, Iguodala, all these boys coming off the bench, and then LeBron is trying to fight with Draymond Green. And like, bro, it's just, look, listen, God, maybe he got punched in the cock, maybe he didn't. I don't really care about that. You're getting your ass whipped, bro, punch me in the cock. Like, if you beating on me like that, I'll take the punch in the cock and just walk off. Like, real talk. Like, if I'm losing like that, dog, like, I'm so focused on winning that I don't even care that you punch me in the cock. I'm like, yo, listen, next game, we got to come out. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, fuck it. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a sore loser, because I'm not. If you're beating me outright, I'm in my mind already thinking about the next game as an athlete. That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to, oh, yo, bro, he punched me in the dick. Like, bro, you deserve a punch in the dick. You're getting your ass whipped at home, bro. Come on, cut it out. Do what you have to do to win the game. That's all I'm saying. Do what you have to do to win the game. It's not happening. The Warriors have a way better bench, a way better team, and they're going to lose. They're going to be closed out Monday. Congratulations, man. I told you guys this before. It is what it is. The Golden State Warriors right now are a machine. Steph Curry will get an MVP of the finals, and we'll move on. And that'll be it. And then the next excuse, but LeBron, the team wasn't as healthy as they could have been. Okay. It could be a dumbass excuse, bro. They had a healthy team. They went out. They got their ass whipped. It is what it is. It's not LeBron's fault. LeBron doesn't have enough help. If you guys are LeBron haters, that's fine. I understand that. But you guys got to understand that he came into this league as a young man, right out of high school, and he's done ridiculous things for this game. So he still consistently puts up crazy numbers. He does what he's supposed to do. People have to help him. It's a 5-man game. Point blank, period. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Go ahead. Leave the comments. He sucks. He doesn't. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's great. But bottom line is, look at his numbers and compare it to anybody else's numbers up until the point where he is right now at his age. And then get at me. Even though the series is over. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. I just say it in advance. Cavaliers, man, you fought hard, but you just didn't fight. You ain't fight hard enough. Until next time. One love.